All right, what's up, guys? So we're here at Ray Hall Ducati Cleveland after hours, actually. It's about 7:30 in the afternoon, and Jason's still here working on some stuff in the back, so he was kind enough to let me come up here, and there's a little surprise I want to show you guys. I mean, I've been waiting for this moment for a while now, ever since it was released and when I was seeing the renders and all that kind of stuff, so I've been really, really excited. I've been wanting to see this bike in person so bad, and the time's finally here. Look what it is. The 2025 Panigale V4S. This bike is insane. It genuinely looks better in person. I'm still like, I'm kind of shooken up right now. I'm like all like jittery and stuff. This bike is just absolutely incredible. It looks even more aggressive and better in person. So this is actually the demo bike. Jason took it out today for a little PDI, test drive to make sure everything's good on it. So it was a little dirty, but Jason was kind enough to wash it for me really quick. We gave it a quick spray down and I was helping him dry it off and all that kind of stuff. So that was pretty cool. Bike's already had kind of its first wash, but I mean, seriously, like, look at this thing, guys. It's funny too, it kind of has like a little face if you look at it, like smiling. Genuinely, this bike is just ridiculous. I know a lot of people have mixed feelings about this bike, because of certain characteristics that they got rid of and how drastically they changed the design of the bike. But I'm here to tell you, as a huge fan of the previous generations, especially the last generation, I have a 2023 Panigale V4S, if you guys don't know. And, I was kind of blown away that they changed it so drastically, but this is the new generation of the Panigales. And, I'm really, really excited about it. As I said, this is the S model, so it has the forged wheels, it has the Öhlins front and rear suspension that's semi-active. I believe it should have the lithium battery. They didn't change the seat for the S. I'm trying to think if there's any other like little things that I'm missing, but it's incredible. I mean, like, wow. I'm really blown away by this. And look at that dashboard, guys. It's huge. Like, look at my hand. Like, it's massive. So yeah, I'm really excited that I got to come up here and see this bike. They actually just received it, I believe, this morning. They prepped it all today and all that kind of stuff. Like I said, they took it for the test drive, and yeah, everything's looking good on it. Yeah, I'm shaking. Yeah, this bike is just ridiculous, guys. Look at the side, look at the silhouette of this thing. Unbelievable. It looks so different than like any of the Panigales, obviously. As I said, it's a complete redesign, and it's a track weapon right here. I'll give you guys kind of like I'll kind of walk around it, give you guys kind of a closer look and all that kind of stuff. I've seen a lot of the same pictures and similar angles and stuff like that, so it's been kind of hard to tell exactly what this bike looks like. And like I said, seeing it in person does it more justice, obviously, and you get to see it in the flesh and get to see the size of everything and what it truly looks like. And I'm here to tell you, like I said, that it looks even better in person. Of course, you guys know that the performance of this bike is upgraded. It's lighter than the previous generations, it's faster, has more horsepower. It's an absolute track weapon. I believe that they were saying between all the people that they tested with this bike that they were getting around an average of a 1 second faster lap time. If you're familiar with racing and stuff like that, 1 second is a huge, huge margin to gain from a simple, I wouldn't say a simple, but a full redesign. Like I always say that like Ducati, they produce to race. So this bike, like I said, is just an absolute track weapon. Everything about it is very race oriented. One of the biggest things that they changed that, a lot of people weren't fans of is they got rid of the single-sided swing arm. I'm still kind of like in the air about it. I understand where they're coming from. I understand what they're doing with that. It makes more sense. I believe this swing arm is even lighter than the single-sided swing arm. If I might be misremembering that, so don't quote me. But I know it has more stability and I believe more feel to the rear tire. So that's really, really important. I sat on it. It feels a little bit taller. It definitely feels lighter than the previous generation. I rode mine at 500-600 miles in its stock formats. To sit on this and feel this, like I said, it feels a little bit taller and it feels definitely lighter, more flickable. I really haven't rode it yet, so I can't tell you like the true feel of how it's really gonna feel like, on the road or on the track, obviously. But the weather out here in Cleveland is definitely cold, so I would love to take it out, but not today. Yeah, next time it's warm, I'm definitely gonna take it out, film my first ride on it, give you guys my first impressions and all that kind of stuff. But I just wanted to make this video just to give you guys kind of a closer look and, kind of walk you guys around the bike. It is just, man, I'm speechless, honestly. I'm blown away, honestly. I anticipated it to look good, but I didn't think it was gonna look this good, if that makes any sense. Like I said, it's important to see what the bike looks like in person. Yeah, you don't get like the true value of what the bike actually looks like until you see it in person. So yeah, I don't wanna make this video too long or anything like that, but I just wanna kind of show you guys. First, I wanna show you guys this dash too. Fuel pump sounds awesome. Look at that dashboard. Beautiful startup design, that looks crazy. Like, what is that? Like, that is nuts. I love how it even shows you the lean angle of it on the kickstand right now. 5 to 6 degrees, it keeps going back and forth. I'll give you guys a look, walk around with the lights on. I love these new headlights. I really, really do. That's another thing that looks definitely better to me in person. Like, they're super bright. And then the taillight looks really, really cool as well. It's super bright too. Jason was actually showing me how bright the taillight is, and I was really impressed by that. Let me see if I can maybe see in the glass. But like, and off the wall. It is super bright. Look at that, which is always good. Yeah, I love these new wheels. These look super good. It kind of reminds me of my BMW wheels, to be honest, like the HP or the M wheels. This is kind of throwing me off a little bit. Like, this is pretty interesting. I think it actually looks pretty cool. It looked like it was actually like deeper in the bike, like that the heat shield kind of like came out more over the rear set, but it actually looks really cool in person. That was another thing I saw in pictures I was kind of like unsure about. The fairings don't look as crazy. Like, it looks like they like cut back on this compared to the last gen. Like, you can kind of see it from here, like that gap from the forks and the front wheel. But I think it looks really, really cool. Like I said, those headlights are awesome. I do kind of wish that the winglets weren't paint matched. I mean, I think it looks cool, but it would be really cool if they did it like the previous gen, like on mine, where they made them black, like the same black as this. I think that would look really neat and kind of like emphasize the wings more. But they're actually pretty large, bigger than I thought they were gonna be. Definitely bigger than the previous gens. They kind of remind me of like the 19 through 21 wings, but those are kind of back more. But like the size of them looks sort of similar to me, just like offhand. But I really, really do like that the mirrors are mounted back here. So as you can see, they're mounted up in here. So you don't have to put block off plates on your front fairing. So I think that looks really, really cool. Once you take those off, it's gonna look super aggressive and more race bike looking. So I kind of wish that they did keep the tail like fully covered, like, you know, kind of like, well, this is a V2, but you kind of get the idea. Like, see how it's covered more like that, and it just has like that little sea cowl cap. But I do think this looks still pretty neat. The vents look crazy aggressive. Like, you can see straight through there. The seat looks really nice. I like that the bolt's right there. That's pretty cool too. It makes it a lot easier than getting to like the previous gens. Throttle feels great, super snappy. I'm not sure if they installed throttle spacers or if just Ducati fixed this in general, because I had to install throttle spacers on mine because there was so much slack in the throttle on the previous generations, and that's absolutely huge to me. But it looks pretty similar, like in hardware and stuff like that. The master cylinder looks the same. I think the forks are a little bit different. Like I said, I'm not too knowledgeable on that. These Brembo calipers are kind of strange to me. I'm not sure why like the text is off-centered, but like Brembo is just, you know, Brembo and Öhlins is obviously top of the line. And I believe that Brembo and Öhlins are owned by the same parent company now, which is also pretty cool. But yeah, the font on these Brembo calipers are a little weird. it's kind of strange that it's not centered, but I do think that they look really nice, especially once you get these reflectors off, you put the spacers in there. That'll look super neat. But yeah, the radiator's huge. Look at how big that radiator is in there. And the oil cooler guard, that'll look really awesome. Like once if you put like a black radiator and oil cooler guard in there, that'll look super sick. But yeah, the fairing design is wild, like super crazy looking. I started it up back there, and it definitely sounds a lot different than the previous generations with the stock exhaust. I don't know why that is. I know it's a different stock exhaust, obviously, but it definitely just sounds a lot different. But dude, this swing arm's pretty dang cool. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of strange to see a dual-sided swing arm on a Panigale, but I'm here for it. I'm totally here for it. Seeing this bike in person definitely makes me want this bike a lot more than I've already wanted it. You know, it's a little expensive, to say the least. I really would love to add one of these to the collection. It looks so cool next to my V4S. Having two V4Ss would be pretty nuts. But yeah, I just wanted to make this really quick for you guys. Like I said, give you guys kind of a walk around, show the differences. Like obviously the tank's a lot different, the tail, basically everything's different on this bike. I'm really, really impressed by it. This triple chute looks super cool too. Everything's just so like, I just love how race oriented this bike is. It's really impressive. And like I said, Ducati's always setting the bar for like the pinnacle of performance and stuff like that. Like this is like the most sophisticated super bike on the market that you can buy. This thing is just absolutely next level. I'm really looking forward to riding this thing. I cannot wait to ride this bike. All right, so I'm gonna take you guys to the back really quick. They actually have the full titanium undertail exhaust already laid out on the bench. They're installing it, I believe, tomorrow morning. So that's super, super cool. I'll show you guys it laid out really quick. Yeah, they have all the pieces laid out right now. Look at all the hardware and all the little pieces that go into a full system on this thing. Dude, these cans look awesome. They look so cool, man.
Can't wait to hear it.
I can't wait to hear it as well. I can't wait to see it with it on. I cannot wait to see this bike with the full undertail system. It's gonna look ridiculous. Jesus, yeah, I'm a really big fan of the new undertail exhaust. Let me turn this key off. Oh, the key's actually really nice too. Hold on, let me show you guys this. Let me show you guys the key really quick. How nice this is. Super, super nice. Yeah, so like I said, just want to give you guys a quick run around, just kind of yapping at this point, as usual. Yeah, here it is, the 2025 Panigale V4S. I cannot wait to see the base models and the V4R. I cannot wait to see what they do with the V4R on this bike. Also, one more thing too, I'm sure you guys probably saw the race liveries on this bike, and it makes it look so much more aggressive, which is kind of crazy that's even possible, because like I said, this thing is just a street legal race bike at this point. I'm definitely gonna have to come back up here, hopefully like tomorrow or something like that, when they have the exhaust put on. We'll get some sound clips for you guys and stuff. I also want to say huge shout out to Ray Hall Ducati Cleveland. If you guys are in the area, definitely come and check them out. Come see this bike. They're gonna have it probably up in the front, I would assume. It is gonna be their demo bike, as I said, so you can actually come up here if you have your driver's license. You can ride it. You know, they actually even have helmets up here. They have all different sizes and stuff like that, so if you don't bring a helmet, they'll size you to a helmet. You can go out and take it for a ride and experience what the new V4S is like. Like I said, I cannot wait to do that myself. Definitely come check out Ray Hall Ducati Cleveland. Like I said, they're out here obviously in Cleveland, Ohio. There's also their mother store, Ray Hall Ducati Indianapolis. I believe they're getting one too. I think they're having their premiere like kind of event within the next few days. So I'd love to make it to that, but just with work and stuff like that, it's gonna be basically impossible. I think they're gonna be hosting something here as well at Ray Hall Ducati Cleveland, like some sort of event for the new V4S. If you guys don't follow me already, check me out on Instagram and TikTok at MotorRadBoy21. I'll be posting updates and stuff like that, letting you guys know if there is gonna be an event here. Like I said, I believe there is, but I do not want to set anything in stone. So yeah, there's the new Panigale V4S, and I'm gonna take some more videos of this thing and make some more content of it. But I just wanted to give you guys a close look. I had to grab my camera and show you guys. I've been super, super excited about this bike for months and months and months now, and it's finally here, which is just so awesome. This has to be probably one of the first ones in the country, if I'm being honest. So like I said, if you're in the area, come check out this bike, Ray Hall Ducati Cleveland. It's here. Also, drop down in the comments what you guys think about this new Panigale V4S. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you love it? What are your thoughts on it? I really, really want to hear what you guys are thinking. I know there's a lot of mixed reviews on it. It's kind of all over the place. So drop down in the comments what your true thoughts are on this bike, and we can talk about it in the comments. Subscribe to the channel. I'd really, really appreciate it. I have a lot more content coming soon. I'm going to be bringing actually like all of my bikes up here. Ray Hall Ducati Cleveland services more than Ducatis, so I'm going to be bringing my bikes up here soon. I'm going to have them ran through and get them prepped for next season. And yeah, so I'll be making content about that and other kind of stuff, you know, as well over the winter, and spring will be here hopefully sooner than later, you know. Hopefully it gets warm here fast in Ohio, but realistically we're looking at a few more months, but it's kind of already flying by. It's almost Christmas, so I appreciate you guys watching. Like I said, I just had to give you guys the first look. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. One last thing, guys. So we just brought it back around, and like I said, I showed you guys the exhaust. So they're getting it set up to put the exhaust on for tomorrow morning. And hopefully by the end of the day tomorrow, they should have it installed. And if so, you guys will definitely be seeing some clips of us revving it and stuff like that. So I'm sure Jason will be here, but I cannot wait to see this exhaust on this thing, dude. I love the new undertail that they came out with for this bike. So super, super excited for that. So yeah, and it'll be nice because when I ride it, it'll have an exhaust on, and you guys will hear the true sound of this bike. All right, just want to put that last thing in there. So I'll see you guys.